Today we're going to learn how to build these side windows for an MG from this kit from Moss Motors. Customer brought me this kit to install on his car, and you have to build these. The kit comes with the chrome, the hardware, all the components, and they're already sewn together. The windows stitched into the actual canvas, but there are detailed steps you need to follow in order to have it turn out correctly. So check it out. All right, let's see what's in the kit. So in the kit, you'll have the box of chrome trim strips. These will go on the other side, on the back side, and they will hold the fabric in between the frame and the chrome strip. Now, what's interesting is they give you snaps here. Snaps are for the lower flaps. And then the nuts and screws are here. And the way this screw fits on here is you will take this screw and you will slide it down the strip and line up with the holes. Now, if you notice, this is egg-shaped, so it won't spin when you go to tighten it. Very clever. All right, while installing these new frames, one of the things we noticed is that the frames are bent off of the old car. But luckily, you can purchase new frames. That's what we went and did. Purchased these new ones online, pre-welded. They're an exact match. The only thing we have to do is paint them. Picked up some paint here. This is a satin khaki color. Should match very nice. We'll paint the frames up, then we'll get started installing them. All right, we're getting ready to paint these. One of the things you want to do is you want to make sure you scuff them up real good before you apply the paint to these frames. Scuff pad will work. All right, now that it's scuffed, we want to use some wax and grease remover. Take all the grease off here before we paint it. All right, so they're all painted. They look really good. Use a satin finish on these. This is the inside. You have to note there's an inside and outside to these panels. Now, next thing you notice is that these are arced, and the trim pieces are straight. So what you need to do is you need to bend these on a gentle arc. And the way you do that is you slide these pieces on. These are the anchors that actually attach the chrome to the side panels. You want to put those in, slide them in there. Then what you want to do is we're going to clamp those in the vise and gently pull on it and work on it till you get a nice gentle arc that matches this arc. All right, what we're going to do is we put these nuts and screws in here. What we're going to do is we're going to clamp them into the vise here. All right, I clamped the two bolts in the vise here, and you notice this slides back and forth. What you want to do is you want to gently bend an arc, slide it in, bend the arc, slide it in, bend it little increments so you get that perfect arc. All right, let's talk about adding the holes to the panels. Now, one of the ways I added these holes to the panels, I used a hole punch. This one is a 3/16 inch punch. You can drill these out, but I prefer to hammer them out. And what I use is an old cutting board as the back surface. Put that on a hard surface, hammer them out, and make some nice clean holes that you can work with. All right, so what you want to do is you want to take these trim pieces. You want to take the T-nuts and you want to slide them on the back of the trim strip. You want to fix them in the holes. And after you fit all of them in the holes, what you want to do is you want to trace around here. And when you're done tracing on there and you pull these off, there you have your cut mark. You can join them up, cut around there, then you can bolt it on. Now you want to make sure you cut far enough back that you hide the cut beneath the chrome. This is the chrome trim. There's a protective coating on here. Once you take it off, you got really nice shiny chrome here. All right, what I'm doing now is I'm cutting out the canvas with a hut knife. A hut knife is a good way to do it. You can use scissors. You have to be careful with hut knife because if you touch the windows right between there, these two pieces of canvas, if you touch that window with a hut knife, you're going to melt it. So you got to be really careful cutting out around the border. So let me show you how it's done here. So you want to be really careful with how you cut this out. And once you trim that out, then you can test fit the chrome and make sure it covers up any of the cut marks. All right, so after we put the screws on, put all the bolts in, and there you go. There you have it. Very nice, really well done. You know, can't really see the cut lines, so it turned out really good. The details are very nice. There you go. That's one down, 3 to go. All right, they're pretty clean. Very clean. Look at that edge. Can't even see the fabric. So they turned out really nice. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. As a side note, this kit came from mossmotors.com. It's what the customer brought me to install. I'll throw the link below, and I hope you enjoyed the video.